foremost, I think it's important to take a pause right here because, yes, we're looking at U.S. stocks in the red on this Friday morning, but that huge run up to record highs for the NASDAQ, S&P 500, not to mention the highs we're seeing on an intraday level for the Dow. So explain to us what's happening underneath the surface.
Okay, what I see happening is this. Obviously, the market is going to come off a little bit. It's going to, and I maintain a very bullish position on the market, even though interest rates will go higher here. I mean, I'm in the camp of a Jamie Dimon, that rates will go higher, and you're seeing that, but you're also seeing growth. Okay, what I think the public doesn't realize, like copper is a very, very important commodity for growth. You can't build any infrastructure without copper. It's the DNA of building. So I think the public needs to realize that commodities are bullish, and it's understanding how to be diversified with understanding the risk reward.
Yeah, I think diversification is a key word here. And when we're looking at the stock averages, as well as NVIDIA, not to mention copper and Bitcoin hitting new records here, we're looking at prices that are expensive. So tell us about some of the interesting spreads and what's happening there.
Okay, one of the things that you'll see is you're going to see new relationships develop. Okay, so what's the relationship between copper, a 2-year note, 5 currencies, and 3 ETFs? Okay, so new relationships are developing in the market. And one of the things that you'll see with the BTC and all the alternatives is how they're grabbing traction into the market in 2 aspects. Number 1 is the ETF aspects, and number 2 is the physical aspect of the coin itself. So I think you're going to see a lot of long-term growth, and the public needs to understand, all right, that there has to be retracements. Okay, it's not about day trading. It's about getting into a position, all right, what you can afford and not afford, monetarily and from a risk point of view. I mean, take a look at Oracle. I mean, Oracle is just taken off. I mean, but Larry Ellison and Safra Catz, they're brilliant people, without question. Okay, and you're seeing even a day like today. Look at the investment that Goldman Sachs made in AI.
Yeah,
that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, and that is a very interesting story here because when it comes to Goldman Sachs, that's a name that we all pay attention to, whether we're looking at their analysis, their price targets for the S&P 500, but in particular when it comes to that AI story, there are a lot of concerns about how AI is going to affect the labor market and what humans play in terms of a role. So where do we go from here, and do you think that they are the pioneers when it comes to trading with AI?
They've always been the pioneers, and when they've made mistakes, okay, like Marcus, they made a mistake. Yeah. Everyone's entitled to make a bad investment, even Goldman. All right, but the point is, when you look at Goldman, and when you look at BlackRock, and when you look at J.P. Morgan, where are their investments really going? Within their own people, by utilizing the AI, it'll make the company much more efficient, but at the same time, new economies are going to, they are being created.
And do you trust AI for, say, surgery, driving, in addition to sophisticated trading? Or not yet?
That's a really tough question, and for me personally, Ronald Reagan used to say this: trust and verify.
Yes, okay? I think that verify part is key.
Like anything else, you can't go into something saying, oh, it's the end of the world. Trust and verify. All right, so have your own comfort level with anything that you do.